And Kathy, in mind with the tornado that we had last month, just a couple weeks ago in Highlands Ranch, we're now joined by Patrick O'Meara from the Associated Landscape Contractors of Colorado. Patrick, a few questions I got for you about that tornado specifically. And I guess the first question that I think a lot of people have is, how many trees, do we have an idea about how many trees actually fell down from that tornado?
So what I'm hearing most is that there were about 16,000 trees, and that is trees that were completely failed to the ground. I would say there were thousands to tens of thousands of trees more that were damaged.
And this is one of them here, right?
This is one of them. This is one of the ones that got more damage than had. There were a lot of trees that went fully down. This didn't go fully down. This split apart, and a lot of maples did this.
So what caused it? Was it just the strong winds? Was it just the kind of circular motion of that tornado winds, or was there something else?
So the winds were a huge part of it, absolutely. We're not used to that strength of winds, but we had so much water beforehand. You've got these incredibly saturated soils. There were, what, 5 inches of rain in May? So all of that rain saturated the soils, but it also did what I think was the biggest problem, which was it made all of these trees grow so much. So they had 6, 8, in some cases 12 inches of new growth in the entire tree. So you have what's called wind sail effect. So that tree is now being pushed more by the wind, and the roots catch up to that, but they hadn't caught up yet, so they weren't structurally ready for that. And then you've got tornado strength winds. You've got things like we found a lot of trees that were completely failed, and they had the root balls still on them. They had the metal cage still on there. So poor planting practices and some deferred maintenance.
So other than preventing tornadoes and shutting off the rain machine, is there anything that people at home can do to try and prevent this kind of damage in the future?
Well, we talk all the time about preventative pruning, going in there and structurally changing the tree. You know, trees in the suburbs at least, get these really long arms that grow out, and physics loves to snap those. So we go through professionally and reduce those at the right place so that the trees are a little bit stronger, and that the damage that you will get in storms is more of the smaller stuff that's out on the outside.
Fascinating indeed. Patrick O'Meara, thank you so much for joining us here, and we got more information about all this over at 9news.com.
Thanks for having me.